After 40 long years in the wilderness, Moses, now a weathered 80-year-old man, stood before his father-in-law, Jethro, the priest of Midian. The sun beat down on the rugged hills as Moses, his skin darkened by decades of shepherding, respectfully made his request. "Let me return to my brethren in Egypt," he said, "to see if they are still alive." Jethro, a dignified elder with kind eyes, placed a reassuring hand on Moses' shoulder. "Go in peace," he replied warmly. And so the journey began. Moses lifted his young sons, Gershom and Eleazar, onto a sturdy donkey. His graceful wife, Zipporah, secured their belongings and adjusted her veil. With the staff of God now in his hand, Moses led his small family out of Midian, setting his face toward the land he had fled so long ago. As they traveled the dusty road, the voice of the Lord thundered from the heavens, a divine promise and a chilling prophecy. "Return to Egypt," the Lord commanded, "for all the men who sought your life are dead." He then added, "I will harden Pharaoh's heart, so that he will not let the people go, but I will multiply my signs and wonders." Night fell, and the family found shelter at a lonely desert inn. But their rest was shattered. Suddenly, the angel of the Lord appeared in terrifying glory, seeking to put Moses to death. Why? Because his son remained uncircumcised, a breach of the covenant. Moses, the chosen leader, collapsed in dread, powerless before the divine messenger. But Zipporah acted with stunning speed. Seizing a sharp flint, she performed the circumcision on her son herself. With the blood, she touched Moses' feet, crying out with fierce devotion, "Surely you are a bridegroom of blood to me." The angel relented. Zipporah, her voice trembling but firm, repeated the strange and powerful words, "A bridegroom of blood," because of the circumcision. The covenant was kept. Shaken but alive, the family continued their journey under a canopy of brilliant stars. Meanwhile, in another part of the wilderness, Moses' older brother Aaron heard a different command from the Lord: "Go into the wilderness to meet Moses." Aaron, a tall Levite also in his 80s, obeyed at once. Imagine that reunion. After 40 years apart, two elderly, gray-bearded brothers, their faces etched by the sun and time, embracing with tears of joy. Moses poured out the whole incredible story, the burning bush, the divine name, the mission to deliver Israel. Hope and awe filled Aaron's heart. Together, they journeyed back to the heart of their people suffering in Egypt. Aaron gathered all the elders of the children of Israel, venerable men weary from generations of bondage. In their presence, Aaron spoke every word the Lord had given to Moses. Then Moses performed the signs. His staff writhed on the ground, becoming a serpent, then returned to a simple wooden rod in his hand. He placed his hand into his cloak, and it came out leprous, white as snow, then was instantly restored. He promised that the very water of the Nile would turn to blood. A wave of awe swept through the assembly. These were not mere tricks. This was the power of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The people believed. They had not been forgotten. Seeing the signs, hearing the promise of deliverance, they bowed their heads, their faces to the ground, and they worshipped. The God of their fathers had seen their affliction and had come down to save them. Thank you for joining this journey through Exodus chapter 4. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Remember to read your Bible daily, for in its pages we meet the living God who still speaks today. See you in the next chapter. Be well, friends.